Sad. Do you have any weekend time? Weekends. I really, really need your mindset. Smiley face. He said, look, our haters like Big Fry started making videos. We DMCA'd them, and also at the same time seeing more sales. It's surreal. It's like let it run, get sales, hype spreading. DMCA haters. If they make new video, DMCA it too. 3 strikes, channel gone. Pay $2,000 to lawyer, write smart looking mail to YouTube, and that's it. Their channel gone. Our people in Discord very hype and protective mostly, which is weird. We have lots of Polish haters. Let me know what you think. Check our Discord. People are pretty active for game with no info, no screenshots, no videos. 3 smiley faces. We just like, quote, give us money, quote.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pulling no punches today. What you just heard there is Artemis Knives reading an email that he received from Sergey Titov himself, in which it references myself DMCAing YouTubers who talk shit about Outbreak and any one of the free reign entertainment games. I was sent this by somebody, and I'll admit, when they reached out and told me they had this audio, I told them, look, I'll keep it close. And then we were on a live stream, we were talking about it, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna show this because this shit is crazy. So to the person who sent it to me, apologies, but I'm so fucking sick and tired of developers and people who abuse DMCA claims on YouTube to silence criticism. And when you look at it, and this is something that I had a suspicion of all along, every time we talk about it, it just makes these motherfuckers more money. So I'm conflicted. Do we talk about games that are bad and highlight them? Or do we talk about games that are good and I can make a video every 9 months maybe? I don't know. This is where we're at right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Outbreak New Dawn has just released some new gameplay, and they've officially announced via a PC Gamer article that they are now releasing their alpha to the backers, the supporters, starting on May 15th. Now, it's under my understanding that in order to showcase the game, you have to reach out and fill out like a content creator form, or everybody's going to have like a watermark on their account. I'm obviously not going to get a chance to do that, so I'm not going to be covering the game until that watermark lifts for everybody, essentially. They're doing a Tarkov on us, and the reason why they're doing it is specifically so that I can't make videos on how bad their game is, because when you look at it, they just dropped some gameplay, a nice little cross-dissolved edited video in which we're going to go through, and you guys are going to see my first reaction. I just finished recording that. You guys are going to see that, and then we're going to come back and talk about some more Outbreak. Does that sound good to you guys? Make sure if you haven't done so already and you're enjoying the content, like that video. Hit that little like, smash that like button, and consider subscribing. Let's get into my first reaction to Outbreak New Dawn's alpha gameplay, which is essentially Shattered Skies Z. Or Romero's After Skies, or what? Just roll it. All right, let's go through this together. Play Outbreak New Dawn. Apparently, it's launching May 15th. The following is a capture of unscripted playtests. Now, everything is a work in progress here. All right. So we got different hairstyles. Looks like different faces, hair colors. Okay, looks okay so far. I mean, graphically, it ain't much, but okay. So we have a grouping system. And we go to Colorado. This is looking very War Z-esque. So I was reading the PC Gamer article, and they said that they've taken about 60% of the assets from Shattered Skies and are kind of recycling them here. So I guess you could say it's an asset flip, but they're their own assets. So this looks like, yeah, I mean, it looks like an updated version visually from War Z, but like also not that much upgraded. It definitely looks better, but that's not saying much. Okay, so there's missions from, okay, so it's kind of like Tarkov, where their people like give you missions. Oh god, the frame rate. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh god damn it. Okay, we got zombie AI here. Here we go. Oh. What the fuck? That is fucking War Z if I've ever seen it. AI hitting you from like 20 feet back. That is so War Z. Holy fuck, that was bad. Okay. Dude, the frame rate and like, I don't know if you guys are seeing the movement. Now granted, again, alpha, but like we can sit here and say it's alpha all day. Do I trust them to finish the game? No, I don't. Old rifle case. Oh, we found a double barrel shotgun in there. Okay. Yeah, like the character animation. You can see like the movement. You can see it in the third person animations there. Like they have no like velocity movement. So your character just stops on a dime. Like, it's just... This shit is like... It looks like it came out in 2013. You know what I mean? Like, we are still working on such old tech. I will give them one thing, though. I do like the lighting. Like, I think environmentally, it doesn't look the worst. But when you combine everything together, it just looks like you're playing a game from 7 or 8 years ago. And it looks like it feels that way too, if that makes sense. Like, if you think back to, like, playing Bad Company 2 with how bad that player movement was, back in the day, sure, it was something, you know, it was fun. Great game. But playing it now, it literally looks like they took War Z and just added some polish to the visuals. Oh my god, what the fuck? That frame rate, the recoil, the gun sounds, the zombie, oh my god, the audio. It's so bad. In the next scene, we're using a special item that renders the player invisible to zombies. Like, yeah, like, look at the movement. If they make noise, the zombies do notice them, so this guy can't shoot. Okay. God, like, even the death animations, like, there's no ragdoll. I don't know, man. This just looks so fucking old school. And not in a good way, you know what I mean? Can he pull out a knife and stab the zombie? Oh, look at the pathing of the fucking AI. Ugh. Like, here's the thing, man. If this game looked any good, I'd be like, jump in, get the time that you can out of it, because they're never going to finish it. They're just going to move on to the next one. But I don't even see the point in playing this right now. They're combining a whole bunch of different things, but you can get a better experience out of literally anything. There's some people that like this, though, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, I can sit here and talk shit all day because I think it looks terrible. Looks like we have weapon customization now as well. Putting scopes on a vector, I guess. So, like, they have all these systems, and some people are going to like it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, there's people that are buying these things because they wouldn't continue to do it if there wasn't, right? So, I mean, what the fuck do I know, right? I think this looks terrible. Look at that. This is the kind of shit I'm talking about when we talk about, like, AI in games like this. This is why I respected Deadside, because, like, the zombie pathing... Look at, he's hitting him, like, Look, it doesn't even look good. The scoping, it's just so... It looks so clunky. How much time is left on this thing? Okay, we're close. Jesus. Oh, that's it? Okay. No. No, I'm good. I'm good. So here's where I'm at. As soon as that gameplay dropped, I had multiple people reaching out and being like, BigfryTV, cover this. Hey, talk about this piece of shit game. Listen, at the end of the day, man, Sergey is making his fucking money hand over fist from idiots who will buy this shit year after year after year. And according to the catfucker himself, T-Dove says roughly 60% of the game's audience actually comes from Southeast Asia, outside of Steam, where its free-to-play incarnation continues to be popular. The Infestation Facebook page for Thailand, for example, has nearly 500,000 subscribers and is still surprisingly active. So, yeah, What do you say to something like that? You know what I mean? Every time I make a video, I risk getting DMCA striked by this guy. Every time we talk about it to try and raise awareness that yet again, and this PC Gamer article writes that the 7th time's the charm. Yet again, this guy is coming back trying to make more money from people who might be unsuspecting, who might not know the history. The least I can do is make a video to explain that every couple of years they come back with a new fresh coat of paint and then abandon it 6 months later, so you'll never ever see a game like this come to fruition. They even say in this article, and I mentioned it during my reaction, that they take, look right here. He tells me that Outbreak recycles around 60% of the art assets in Shattered Skies, though the team is swapping in more original assets as time goes on. I got in trouble when I explained that when Shattered Skies was coming out, that it was an asset flip of games like Romero's Aftermath and any one of their previous titles, and they came at me so hard. They DMCA'd me back then. I was a 600 subscriber channel. They were shit talking me in the comments, and then they DMCA'd me because they were like, you know, you're telling people that it's basically an asset flip. You're lying to these people, is what they tried to claim, when in actual fact, I wasn't. All of these games do the same thing. You recycle assets, you move some original assets in over time, and then you fucking abandon them. And he even addresses it in the PC Gamer article. This is a quote from Titov. There is this notion that we abandoned our games. I don't want to just say you're wrong, but I'm seeing what I'm seeing. And what I'm seeing is that we did a pretty good job actually supporting our games for a pretty long time. You can't name me a single game that you have finished since 2012. And if you say that a game came out of early access and launched in 1.0, that is not what I'm talking about. I am talking about a game that has been built and polished and completed, and not a game that basically looks like an off-brand fucking version of your first alpha launch. All of your games have years upon years of polish left on them, years and years of development that you have cut out time and time again. You can sit here and say, oh, I'm seeing what I'm seeing, and what I'm seeing is you're wrong. You can say that all fucking day. The fact of the matter is, you have abandoned every single project that you have created since 2012. You are on an 8-year high, my friend. Every single game. You cannot name me one that has been finished. See, here's the thing. For all of our operations, we've been like that, he adds. We supported our games way past the point where it was financially viable even. We've always been saying, okay, when we've seen a game is declining, we've tried different things. There probably is no point of return there. We turned off monetization part of the game, we stopped selling the game, or we stopped taking the currency from the game, and we pretty much supported the game up to the point where no one was left playing, and we decided to shut it down. Now, I find that strange because in the same article, you claim that there's been so many messages of people telling you that they want an updated version of the War Z. That's what this game is about. The reason why you guys are coming back is because so many of your fan base, the 500,000 subscribers on your Facebook page, have been asking here everywhere on social media, pretty much saying, guys, we want an updated version of the War Z. So we started thinking about what we can do. What do we as players, not as developers, want to see in a game? That's Outbreak. So you're telling me there's so much interest in your past projects that you have apparently completed to the point where nobody's playing them, but they really want an updated version of that. Everything in this fucking article is contradictory as shit. And to be honest, I don't know if the actual author of this article, which I think he did a very good job in doing, I'm gonna name him at the end because I'm still scrolling through and reading it, I don't think he actually brought up a lot of these points to Sergey. Obviously, they don't want to disrespect the guy, right? Because he's such a fucking upstanding citizen in the gaming industry. But he says, each of these games is structured around a games as a service model that exacerbates the issue, creating a vicious cycle of animosity that has haunted much of T-Top's career. It's the same cycle. People invest time or money into the latest game. There's not enough players to sustain the continued development. As money dries up, they can't afford to deliver the updates needed to improve, so they throw a Hail Mary and relaunch it as a Battle Royale or free-to-play spin-off that also inevitably fails since the underlying issues are still present. But the one thing that doesn't make sense in that whole thing is the idea that they run out of money. As money dries up, T-Dov's team can't afford to deliver the updates. That is where you fail to keep me engaged in the story. Because that's bullshit, because if you can't afford to update War Z, how do you afford to make Romero's Aftermath? If you can't afford to update Romero's Aftermath, how do you afford to make Shattered Skies? If you can't afford to make Shattered Skies, how in the oh lord fuck does this game now exist? It's a bullshit narrative, and that narrative has been piled down our fucking throats by a Russian con man for the last 8 fucking years. And at the end of this article, the only thing I can give T-Tov credit on in this entire saga is the fact that he says, if you were in doubt, to be honest, it's early alpha, do not come to the game. Don't buy the game right now. It's probably not the game for you at this point anyway. We can't force you to change your perception. The only thing we can do is make as good of a game as we humanly possibly can, and we will provide you all the tools to look into the game and decide for yourself if that's the game for you or not. The article author, Stephen Messner, I thought you did a great job on this article. I don't know how much of this was a conversation between the two, or you just got his statements and then you kind of threw in your own opinions after. I'm not sure. That being said, they are not giving you all of the tools to look into the game and decide for yourself if it's the game for you, because they are actively blocking people from covering the game. They're giving you, you have to sign this rudimentary form, you have to be chosen by the developers, and of course, the developer is going to choose people that they know aren't going to tear them a new asshole. My name is BigFry. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to have the link to the PC Gamer article down below, as well as the Outbreak New Dawn gameplay, so you guys can go and look into this game for yourselves. Thank you for watching. Consider subscribing if you enjoy the content, and I'll see you on the next one.